Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a look at the ministry blueprint for an organization called All People's Church. We've gone through their public documents to really understand their vision, their methods, and how all the pieces fit together. So, let's dive in. The source material we're looking at lays out a really fascinating strategy. The big question they're tackling is this: how can a single, local church, based in Bangalore, India, possibly have a nationwide impact? It's basically their game plan for scaling a message.
Okay, first things first. Before we get into the how, we need to establish the who and the where. We have to understand the sheer scale of their ambition. So let's figure out where All People's Church is and just how far their vision stretches.
Right off the bat, we see they're physically located in Bangalore, but look at their full name: All People's Church and World Outreach. That name itself tells you the story, right? This isn't just about their local community. Their mission is designed to go way, way further.
And they're not being vague about it either. Their documents make it clear their outreach is specifically targeted across the entire country, but with a real laser focus on the northern regions. So this isn't just a broad hope, it's a very clear strategic geographical plan.
So, we've got this huge national vision. But what are they actually trying to do? What's the point of it all? Let's get into the why behind their entire mission.
It turns out their mission is this really interesting three-pronged strategy. It's not just one big goal. They focus on strengthening the leaders they already have, equipping the next generation, and then building up the wider community. This shows they're thinking long-term, about building something sustainable.
So, how do they actually go about strengthening those leaders? Well, the strategy here is very hands-on. It's all about bringing people together in person through smaller training seminars and one big annual conference. Okay, so they have their mission and they have their events, but what tools are they actually using to get their message out to thousands of people? This is where their strategy gets really interesting because it goes from old-school print to modern-day pixels.
A huge part of their outreach, it seems, still relies on the power of the printed word. They distribute thousands of free publications, and here's the key part: they do it in English and other Indian languages, which is obviously crucial for maximizing their reach.
But they're not just relying on print. To go along with those physical materials, they've also gone digital. They've developed their own app, and just like their publications, it's multi-language, available in English and Hindi, which is smart for reaching a modern, tech-savvy audience.
And when you dig into what the app actually does, you can see the goal is all about daily engagement. It's not just a static library. They've got bite-sized content like 5-minute devotionals and sermon summaries, right alongside deeper stuff like books and music. It's a whole toolkit for learning on the go.
Now, beyond the resources for the general public, there's another much more formal layer to their strategy. The documents show they run their very own Bible college and ministry training center. This takes their mission to a whole new level of structured academic learning.
And the whole purpose of this college, as this quote makes pretty clear, is all about practical, hands-on training. The focus is on real-world application, not just sitting in a classroom studying theory. It's about learning by doing.
And here's where their educational model gets really, really flexible. They offer this clear pathway from a 1-year certificate up to a 3-year bachelor's degree. But check out how you can learn: on campus, live online classes, or totally self-paced e-learning. This whole structure is basically designed to fit anyone's schedule, no matter where they are.
So we've seen the vision, the methods, and the tools. But a plan this big needs a lot of support. The final piece of this blueprint is how they actually invite other people to get involved and partner with them.
Their call for partnership is really simple and direct. It's broken down into 2 main lanes. You can offer non-financial support through prayer, or you can offer practical financial support through donations.
Looking at the financial side, they give people 2 main options. You can either make a one-time gift, or you can sign up to be a recurring monthly partner. And the how is pretty straightforward. They accept things like checks and direct bank transfers.
Now here's a really crucial detail from the source, a key restriction you can't miss. They state very clearly that they can only accept contributions that come from a bank account that is based in India. That's a really big deal logistically and maybe even legally. All right, let's pull all of this together. How do all these different pieces, the events, the media, the college, the fundraising, how do they all combine to form one cohesive strategy? So when you step back and look at the whole picture, what you see is a truly hybrid model. They're building community the old-fashioned way, with events and print, but they're also expanding their reach with modern digital tools like the app, and they're ensuring the future of it all through their formal education system. It's a really comprehensive approach to growth.
And really, looking at this one organization's blueprint gives us a great case study for a much bigger question. How are all kinds of institutions evolving their strategies, blending the old with the new, to connect with people here in the 21st century?